Hey everyone, welcome back. Dork Duo Plays, The Great Ace Attorney, Resolve. This is the second one of the Chronicles.
We're
Hi,
gonna help
Pasu, how you
Sosuke.
doing?
Oh, I'm all good. Just
Oh,
itchy.
yeah.
These mosquitoes freaking hurt.
Yeah.
Mm. Phew. We made it back in one piece. Just. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished for a while.
Oh, I know. What a lot of close shaves. There are so many characters on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
Yes, I know. It was a marvelous defense, Naruhodo-san. It really was. I was in awe of you.
Oh, thank you.
And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's see if we can't find some new clues for court tomorrow.
Yes, let's do that.
Is everything alright?
I suppose. I still can't quite believe it, that's all. I'm here in England working as a lawyer, I mean. The Old Bailey, no less. The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. It should be Kazuma.
It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him.
Yes. I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him.
And you're doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san.
Eh.
I have no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if you were here with us.
Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you.
Why'd you kiss already?
Because they're not like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
They're bizarrely
That's what
actually not that close.
Yeah, it's like that's what most people that like see stuff like that are like, oh, look at those little interactions. That means they clearly like each other. It's like, no, not really.
Like, Phoenix and Maya, yes, that should absolutely be a thing. But I would not, like, say that Susato and Ryunosuke would be a thing necessarily.
Yeah, it seemed like they're just like close like business partners. It's like, I got your back, you got mine.
Yeah.
Let's see, it was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
He sure took it alright. He took it and ran with it.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, but then finding out that he actually had a barefaced gas... he was a barefaced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Sosuke-san poisoning the tea.
Careful of your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. There's more to this Mr. Shakespeare than we yet know. I'm sure of it.
Mr. Shakespeare certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
I never thought he was. What's become of him, actually?
Oh, he got ran over by one of the chariots.
Good!
Good! I was told he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment.
Oh, which one is that?
I really hope you're not blowing through all of your water right now. Because we're just getting started.
No. I don't sip water that fast. It got off the floor.
Oh, okay.
It's just sipping.
Let me see. Ah, yes. He's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bart's, as Londoners call it.
At the Bots, isn't it? We know that place, don't we?
Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken.
Ah, yes. After Sosuke-san stabbed her in the back.
Hey, careful of your wording there. You be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone. Yeah, he stabbed someone and poisoned someone. How dare Sosuke...
Man, he really is a villain. Perhaps we both owe Sosuke-san an apology. St. Bartholomew's. Yes, we should probably visit the hospital later. So, You know that Sosuke-san took tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
If that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspeare's body?
What was that?
The soap.
Oh, I was like, that was like really squeaky. I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamspeare's room that will help solve the mystery.
Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already.
Yeah, they did a fine job the first time.
Yeah, sure missed all those lovely clues. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think.
Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation to the tea leaf. The tea leaf? Wow. The tea left in the bar of soap.
Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that. Kazuma Asuki. The best friend I ever had. And a lawyer with such promise. You really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan.
Man, they really are like, hey, remember how like Mia dies in the first game? We keep talking about her. We're gonna do the same thing with Kazuma.
Gee whiz.
Make sure you don't forget him.
You can still picture him now. Look, he's so fierce and determined in court. And then after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with.
As a stowaway?
Yes, you can fit him into my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know.
Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Why go these lengths so that I can accompany you to Great Britain? Bless
Sorry
you,
about
Kazuma.
that. Oh, thank you, Rinosuke. Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You got natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it.
But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, and I can't force you, obviously. You have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world. The city at the forefront of everything. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes.
No, that's true.
I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, one day...
One day what?
Oh, no. Never mind.
Huh? Naruhodo-san?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about Cosmo.
Yes, he's forever in my thoughts too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yes, that's right. But
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all.
Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
I mean, this.
His katana?
I never expected to inherit the sword after Cosmo passed away, of course.
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword.
Karuma?
That's right. A surprise sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asuki clan. A Japanese man's sword is the soul, Rinosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me, I truly believe that.
So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two. Not that you would need much compelling.
On that subject, there's something very important I have to do in Great Britain.
I'm going to cut everyone down. Something you have to do?
I'll become the Demon of Steel. Yes. And I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you.
Heh. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
What did he mean by something very important that I have to do?
Heck if I know. I had hoped the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet I've not found a single clue.
I see. Alright, that's all the talking we have to do here. And now we still need to talk to Mr. Sholmes because he decided to be busy all of a sudden last time.
Sholmes! Show your face, boy!
Oh, Runo and Susie! Hooray, you're back! Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see. I am. And you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie. Oh, you flatter me. Well, you couldn't have come You couldn't have come at a better time. I just made a pot of tea. I'll get some... I'll get them and I'll set them. The cups.
Getting set. Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell?
Aha! The Wanderers return at last. Where on earth the pair have you been?
We've been in court?
Something smells in here, and it cannot be me.
Are you sure?
No. Oh, for Mr. Moustache's case. That was today, was it? I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes. I'm sure you think you did. Well, we can laugh about it now. So tell me, how did the trial go? I don't know, if you were there to see it, you know. Jerk.
You had to go off somewhere.
You had to be busy all of a sudden.
You have no idea what I have to do. Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least.
Really? I would have liked to see it. We would have liked
Why
for you to have
didn't you
been there.
Mm.
And I must pass the time of the day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long.
Is Lord Van Sykes an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes?
Naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo.
Not quite what I asked, but still.
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful.
Ah, indeed. That's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science. You see, I've been working out since 4 in the morning today, and I have not taken a shower. Oh, dear.
Ugh. Alright, I'll bite. What's he up to now?
And yes, I did get dressed in all this, and I still smell like this.
Did you just powder?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, man.
Alright, let's see what he has to say. Lord Baruch von Sykes. Yes, it's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once the legendary prosecutors fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later, the hapless soul will vanish from the capital.
But vanish how exactly?
By falling under a passing carriage, or drowning in the Thames, or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue, being set upon by a highwayman. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow.
It all seems a little far-fetched, really.
Well, on the bright side, Mr. Moustache is fighting fit. For the time being, at least.
That's not overly reassuring.
No, it's fine. If rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Von Zleich's own hand. As it happens, Miss Susato, that is quite impossible. Oh? Why? Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast-iron alibi.
Really?
Yes, he said he was at home drunk.
Oh, getting crunk, I see.
You know, being drunk acquits anyone of responsibility these days, and so his reign continued. But 5 years ago, he vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again, until you, my dear fellow. That is, until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, so I've heard. In fact, it was the very day I arrived when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death for confined as it coincided with the Reaper's resurrection. And it really did end bitterly. It really did end bitterly, but indeed.
And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again. Poor Runo. I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky, or incredibly unlikable. It's gotta be unlucky, because people like Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Yeah, I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing of all Japanese people.
Forget that, let's start with the foul smell.
You stupid Nipponese. So, what is that indescribably foul smell?
Ah, well, most probably this, I would say.
What is that?
Oh, this is a tube filled with blue Kool-Aid. Although it could be confused with Phazon, so don't drink it. My dear fellow, it is of course my latest invention. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine with a drop of some tea. Oh my.
We need that.
Oh? There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor.
Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior.
So, when one's presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris. At the ready, Hurley. Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens?
Ugh. This turned completely black.
Why'd you say it like that?
What? Wait, what? Like what?
You know how you said it. Look, just
No, I
because you're
don't.
Japanese doesn't mean you can say it like things like that. Hurley,
Oh,
what are you on about? What a foul
It's
odor.
like- You just look at us like, I don't bite my racism, Myers.
I'll have you know, I have many black friends. What is... Well, first Rock Von Zleich's race against Japanese, and...
And now Hurley's just sticking up for all black people like everywhere. It's like, you don't know them like how I know them.
Goodness. Oh! And what a foul odor it's giving off. It's making everyone absolutely crazy.
Woo!
Indeed. The blacker the tea becomes, the more foul the odor. The better the tea is. Once go black, you can't go back. That's what they say.
Really? I've never heard about that one.
Yes, tea is the best at that. It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling.
That's very ingenious. But what do you do with that black liquid now?
Simple, pour it down the drain. I hate tea.
What?
I'm not naturally British, you know. This accent's just for show. Why, dispose of it... Wait!
He did do it!
Hey, hold on a sec! I was kidding! Why, dispose of it naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it. Would you? There
Maybe just a
does
sip.
seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes. Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam.
I mean, that's true. Right.
Right.
I knew somebody that said that. Like, did take something at face value, just like, right, sure. Like, because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. The point is, we are entering a new era of science, in the world of criminal investigation, also. Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times. I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Sherlock Holmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea incident was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research.
Forensic science? I suppose I should find out more about that. So, your T-test, is that an example of forensic science?
Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality.
Not a huge number of cases, then.
Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints? Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels there.
I hadn't even heard of them until recently.
Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course. Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes? There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints.
Skin print?
A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation. Brilliant,
Whoa.
Mr. Sholmes.
As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black.
I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed. Well,
Okay. With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese as well as Mr. Sato and myself, I've felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Von Zuyck seems to have an apparent disdain of the Japanese.
indeed. It is an interesting observation. Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes? It was about 10 years ago that Baroque von Zuyck chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan. No!
What the? Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened?
I believe I'd made it clear before. I am unable to tell you anything about the affair. Oh, but...
Dag. Why are you holding out on us, Sholmesy?
It's not my story to tell, you see. The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt. For now, however, it is Mr. Massage who is most deserving of your attention, I believe.
Alright, fine. Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues.
That's the spirit, Runo. See you later. Yes, until later.
No, Mr. Sholmes. We were thinking you'd come with us.
I was thinking I wouldn't.
Why?
You were.
Yes, of course. You said so just a moment ago. You said we witnessed your forensic talents in action.
I didn't say when. Yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might.
Your commitment astounds me.
There is a non-0% I'll be there.
It's 0.000000000.
It's very unlikely, but you might see me. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Bye-bye, Bruno. Bye, Susie. Well, Time to go to
Alright.
Shakespeare's room.
I'm not all that confident he'll show up, but I hope he do.
This is interesting. I didn't realize this because, like, I always talk with everything, but, like, the guide here says, note, if you go straight to Shakespeare's room without talking to Sholmes first, Sholmes would not show up to help the investigation. So seriously, you want the story to continue. Like, yeah, it's just like, I mean, you can go there, but you can't actually get anything done. You'd be wasting time. It's just a weird note to put because, of course, you'd be talking about everything. Alright.
Oh, it's Gregson.
Shut up, Gregson. See, there's that letter, the costume, hats, bricks, broken glass.
Alright, where's the dress?
Where's the dress?
Oh wait, no, I forgot. Soski has it.
Yeah.
Oh! Hello again, Inspector Gregson.
What are you doing here?
Well, we're open to have another look around, actually.
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware. Yeah, I know the score.
Oh, yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window, did you find it? With the tea in it?
Yeah, we found it alright. There's a small amount of tea in it, as you said.
I knew it!
It's with the identification section of the yard now. We're looking into it. The results should be available later today. That's wonderful news. Thank you. What's got your goat, Gregson? Pretty impressive performance in court this morning.
Sorry?
Nothing. Forget it. Just making sure you don't disturb anything in there.
I mean, that was nice of you. Oh,
there great. He is. Now he's here too.
Yeah, but don't you guys like
this
each
costume
other?
Is most interesting. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? Yeah, we gotta examine Sholmes' source, of course. What's the weirdest thing in the room? This guy.
Definitely not the costume. Mr. Sholmes, what are you up to over there?
I said I'd be here. Well,
you silly
I mean, I said I might be here. What a question indeed. Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene? Oi! What are you up doing here, Sholmes? What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Does anyone want me around here anymore? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems. Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talents and action as you promised? With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam.
What's all this?
All this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo. Herlock Sholmes' sensational gun! I mean, skin print seeker gun.
Oh. Please don't shoot at me.
Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim.
A sample? From Mr. Shakespeare's cup?
Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on... I read that in a way where it didn't make sense to me. Let me tell you. Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles, which I used in the second case of the first game. Here, try them on.
Oh, cool.
There. Now spray the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed.
Spray? How do I do that exactly?
You have held a gun before, I suppose.
Yeah, but I never shot.
You pulled the trigger, my dear boy, just as you killed John H. Wilson with that gun.
Oh. Huh?
I jest, of course. A little press of A on... You obviously poisoned him, you didn't shoot him. A little press of A on the area and all that's required. Like this.
I am suddenly getting PTSD. What is that stuff? It's like fog.
A suspension of the chemical indicators in a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea.
As you do.
Go ahead, try it, my dear fellow. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question.
Okay. Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Well, let's explore.
Yeah, so we'll just spray literally everything.
Okay. Fingerprints everywhere. Dang, he touched everything. That's strange. You'd think there'd be something about... Whoa! Look! There are a dozen handprints here.
So there are. A great many indeed. So much so that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact. Sends a chill down my spine.
Perhaps he was leaning against the wall while he admired the picture?
I doubt it. Unlikely, I would say. It's rather dull scene, after all. Without wishing to state the obvious, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I feel.
Depends on the picture, Mr. Sato. It's a bit of a mystery, then.
If it was a picture of Ferrum, you would.
Yeah, he probably would. Sprit. I feel like there would have been like more stuff over there by the window, but maybe not.
There we go. There's more prints.
Okay. More prints. That's weird. You think more prints would be on the west there we go. Rope. Oh. Oh, look at all this here.
Ah, yes. Interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints. Why are there so many of them on the floor in this one spot?
Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here.
There's nothing obvious that he would have tripped over, though, is there? I wonder.
Maybe he's got 2 rough feet.
I often stumble and there's nothing obvious to trip over. I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes. Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor.
Yes, there's no obvious explanation. What does it mean? Well, we sprayed Mr. Sholmes' amazing skin print indicator all over this room, didn't we?
We did. But there are 2 places in particular that are of interest, I would say. Huh.
The handprints on the floor there.
Weird.
And on the wall by the picture, you mean? Yeah, like, why would there be something over there?
There's a floor panel there. Like, kind of sticking up, I mean. Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer investigation. I won't be a moment. Ah!
What is it, Mr. Sato?
Look here, Mr. Naruhodo. One of the floorboards has popped out.
One of the... You mean... It's a secret hiding place?
Excellent work, Mr. Sato. So, what do we have in here? Oi! What are you lot doing?
Inspector Gregson.
Stand aside right this minute. It's my job to investigate there. Then do it. No need, Inspector. You continue to dig into your portion of chips, whilst we dig around on the floor here. Your fancy talk's putting me on my food anyway, Sholmes. A new bit of evidence is exactly what I need.
Why don't y'all just work together? Wow. A secret hiding place under the floor. What a find.
It's not a hiding place you can make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift a straw to Tommy Matt.
No, I know. But I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering. Oh, the wall over there, too. Aren't you curious?
Oh! I'll investigate at once. There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall. How disappointing.
But then, how do you explain the handprints?
Maybe he was admiring the picture. It is quite interesting, after all.
Yeah, but...
Wait a minute!
Never...
Sholmes! You said the opposite order. I really can't think why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that.
What the...
There you are. A print for you.
Ooh, okay. Oh, thanks, Sholmes. Oh, thank you very much. This adventure can make prints too. Now then.
I was gonna say, we already know that, but we don't know that yet. That's the next case chronologically.
Oh, yeah.
With
So
Edgar
this is the
Benedict.
first time we've seen it.
Yep.
Ah. I wonder if Inspector Gregson has found anything under the floor there.
I'm desperate to know. So am I.
Let's roll him over. See what's happening.
Roll over, boy.
You what? I'd love to know if there's anything hidden underneath that floorboard there.
Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. We're best friends, practically. Inspector Gregson! Really, it's been too long. What is it, Sholmes? I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there, seeing as we're such good friends. When were we friends again? Oh, I see.
Oh.
No, I suppose not. Bad news, Mr. Nuthudo, we're not friends. A dismal failure.
Yes, I heard. Who knows what's under that floorboard?
You'd kill, eh?
That's not what it means.
Once a killer, always a killer, they say.
Ugh.
Alright then, fair's fair.
What?
You did discover the hiding place after all. I suppose I should at least fill you in.
Really, Inspector? Thank you.
Do it quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows the wind, as fickle as the weather. Oi! Stop being to be some kind of nut! There were 3 items on the floor there. A newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box. Now, what do you want to know? Well, everything.
Yeah.
Looks like they was cut out of the paper about 3 months ago. 3 months? It's about a convict who got sick and died while he was serving up time in Manchester.
Oh, terrible.
It made the headlines down here in London as well. The bloke had been sentenced to death, you see, but nature got him first. Oh my goodness. He committed a capital offense? Man by the name of Selden. Nasty piece of work, into burglaries and murder. They say the hoard he knocked off was worth £1,000.
A hoard? A treasure, you mean?
Jewelry and the like, but he'd hidden it somewhere and no one knows where. And now he's dead.
So it's still out there, you're saying?
The papers loved it, of course. £1,000 lost en route to hell. Some such was the headline. Does it not strike you, though? Why such an article would be so carefully ensconced under the floor? Ensconced? Yes, that word.
Scones?
Oh, I can go for a scone. I
Yeah,
suppose now
I
you
kinda
mention
would
it, it does seem a bit odd. Perhaps I'll go with the paperwork we've gotten Selden back to the yard and see if I can turn anything up. Let's see, I think we can look at it now. Let's see. Natural causes in prison, strange ways prison announced the death of Worker Selden. Early as we're in favor, end of October. Shouting by fellow cellmates, medical staff, found Mari dead, got punched from the okay. Alright. So, this is a photograph I found. Looks reasonably recent to me. Oh hey! It's Mr. Garrett and that guy that Miss Green had a picture of.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yes, it would appear to be taken on the street in front of the house here. And the gentleman on the left was Mr. Garrett, the landlord, of course.
Who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garrett's son, perhaps? Did they have children?
They didn't mention one way or the other. Perhaps. You can take that print if you like.
Really? Are you sure?
We can presume, therefore, that the yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is.
Is that true?
Well, it's too bad if we do. Unfortunately for you lot, leaking information isn't one of my pastimes. Don't worry. We have further inspectors later on in the series to do that for us. My dear inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out, Gumshoe is really bad at it. Or good at it, depending on how you look at it. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work. All the more reason I'm not telling you! A dismal failure!
Yes, I heard. Well, I could have gone better, but... I wonder, why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor? I mean, Mr. Shakespeare himself isn't in it.
Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Gerda was rather delighted to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it. Alright, what's inside Tiny Box Tim?
What's in the box?
Now this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it? If you were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind this case, I wouldn't be the least surprised. Yeah, funny enough, I've already had a look. It's completely empty. That's weird. So, a newspaper clipping about treasure, and a random picture, and an empty tin box. What?
Yes.
Shakespeare! Give us a clue, man! You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Mr. Naruhodo. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box.
Yes, thin air. It's empty. Rather like how I feel inside.
Oh, you should go eat then.
I don't think that'll help, Mr. Sato. Is there nothing more to this box then? I wonder.
Hey, it didn't even get added to our court record either. Dang it. Meow. Alright, it's Waggy.
Yo! Careful, kitty. Hey, boyo.
Oh look, it's that lovely little kitty cat. What was its name?
It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call it, Wagahai? You know, like Mr. Natsume refers to himself in Japanese. I wonder how he got in here. Clever cat.
Oh, wonderful. Well then, Wagahai, here's something delicious I bought from you for the cat's... Oh, I bought for you from the cat's meat man. Meow. Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow. Meow. Meow.
No. What have I done? Why is Gregson still at the floorboard?
That is weird.
He couldn't be happier now, look.
Let's hope we can bring him some happiness to his owner, too.
Gregson... Okay, it's the same stuff. I guess he's still looking. Why don't we have the stuff, the tin box? I know it's empty, but why don't we have it?
We could have used it for something, or at least, like, found something that they missed. Well,
time to move to prison.
Yeah, my favorite place to go.
Well, boys, I'm moving. Where are you going? Prison. Oh.
It's a new place. Get 3 square meals a day. Plenty of exercise. Oh,
You can sleep
it
for
is
as long as you
paradise.
want. Actually, that doesn't
Yeah.
sound so bad after all.
Yeah.
Let me go commit a petty crime like stealing a pencil or something. I mean, they wouldn't arrest me for
no.
that, but still.
Only thing you have to worry about is like be able to not drop the soap when you're in the showers. But other than that, yeah,
Oh,
prison
bro.
is A-okay.
Oh, Mr. Natsume is back.
So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello.
Yeah, you don't want to drop the soap because you could have back pains.
Yeah. Oof. Man, I threw my lower back out
All
one
kinds of
time.
back pain.
Oof.
I am a cat.
Sorry?
And a cat's the kind of cat that knows where it's at. I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Hairlock Sholmes. I don't know about courts, or trials, or Old Baileys. I'm a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat. Mr. Naruhodo, he's gone crazy! He's trying to escape from reality.
Oh, cuckoo crazy. Trying to? He already has, completely. So, what is your name then?
As yet, I have no name. Mr. Naruhodo, he hasn't fully thought his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality.
Think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume?
I am not a cat. It worked! He's back in the real world! What's
Blended.
going to become of me? No! Don't answer that! It's obvious! Oh! My accursed soul's never going to escape this accursed fate!
You did one time.
Mr. Natsume, no! This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope. Yes, yes. Locum suit Mr. Naruhodo Esquire was brilliant, but... The Reaper is omnipresent! In court! In my lodgings! Here! There! Everywhere!
What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss.
Oh, yes. Yes, we must. Alright. Excuse me.
I almost thought that's at the meaning of life. I mean,
The
that's the
meaning of
meaning.
In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No! Of course, if I cast my mind back, there are perhaps one or two occasions that move me more. But if I just block those out, then today, being in that courtroom was... It was the most moving experience of my life! Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
You're too kind.
Too loud. Scotland Yard found the remaining tea, just as we deduced, and are analyzing as we speak. There's nothing wrong with the tea! They move on a drop of poison in it! That's a solemn, sworn Soski certainty!
Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night?
Oh yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot. We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies. And at the time, you were both completely fine.
As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspear then engaged with a Romeo and Juliet match. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then. Mr. Shamspear.
That rotten Shamspear! What have I ever done to him?
Nothing. You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently?
I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything. Anything at all!
Right.
But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner. Let you know what, Mr. Natsume? About the soap, of course! What else? Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend? Of course I am! If I had money, I wouldn't have chosen to live in a cursed existence in such accursed lodgings!
Oh yes, you said it's because the place is cursed that it's cheap, so cheap, didn't she?
Exactly! Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place. Capital offender, huh?
Okay, that's something that I didn't know. You never mentioned that the person that's responsible for all those things is still in the...
Capital offender. We just learned about someone. His name was Selden. The spirit of the capital offender who lived there still haunts the place, and it's trying to kill me!
Capital offender?
Might I ask, locum suit Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps.
Okay.
Okay, we now need to present that article.
Okay.
What's this?
It's a newspaper cutting that we found in Mr. Shamspear's room.
So he knew, did he?
Sorry?
About this man, Selden. A convicted killer. And the evil spirit and the curse that afflicts my lodgings! What? He's already taken one young man's life, and...
The man in that picture?
Oh, did...
He did?
I mean... It would line up, because we haven't seen this guy.
You rotten bugger.
And now, he's trying to take the life of another! A miserable mustached, much maligned Japanese man!
Mr. Natsume, if you know something, please, you must tell us. Tell us everything you can about the evil spirit.
The truth is, I didn't know the details myself until very recently. That Selden man was arrested about a year ago now. At the time, he was hiding out in lodgings at Mr. Gadab's house.
What? He lived where you do now?
That's right, yes, exactly where I live now. In my very room. Oh my, your room was previously occupied by a criminal found guilty of a capital offense? But before his sentence could be carried out, he died in prison. That was 3 months ago now. Man, that was only 3 months ago. That wasn't very long.
No.
And that's when it started. The curse! What really is this curse you keep mentioning, Mr. Natsume? It's already caused one death. A few months after the criminal passed away in prison. A man died in the room. The man who rented after Selden, in fact. The poor lodger. He was found dead in mysterious circumstances. The room I was locked from the inside. Oh, the room was locked from the inside. Another locked room case.
Oh. Locked on the inside. Exactly like the case we're dealing with now.
That'd be our third case. Well, the third time we've heard of this kind of thing. First two was in that ship SS Budia, and then this one.
So that's the convict's curse, is it?
Yes. Well, that was the start of it.
You got something else you want to let us know, Sosuke?
Do you have any idea how the lodger before you passed away, Mr. Natsume? The official cause of death is asphyxia. When they discovered the body, the room is full of gas.
Gas?
I only found that out after I signed the lease. When Mr. Ghetto came to tell me later, I couldn't stop myself trembling. In fact, if I'd known beforehand, I'd probably have been too scared to take the room. Landlord's lease luckily legal!
Lucky for Mr. Garrett, maybe. And not so lucky for poor Mr. Natsume. And now you believe this curse is affecting you?
It is! At first, I just felt as though I was being watched all the time.
Then you talked about having nightmares, didn't you?
The dead are trying to take me with them. They could come for me and try to suffocate me. Just when I'm just struggling to breathe, I wake up. And the room is as cold as ice! Well, there's a problem with the heating unit. But why is your room so cold? London winters are too cold to bear without any heating or on overnight. But for some reason, Even though I light the stove before I climb into bed at night. The pilot light always goes out and the room fills with gas.
But that's terrible.
It's amazing he hasn't actually died yet.
Yeah, you can't like send a room just pumped full of gas like all night. That's exactly the same situation as what led to the previous occupant's death. And then there's what has happened to Mr. Shamspeare last night, when he was mysteriously poisoned. I almost said miraculously.
When he was miraculously poisoned. Too bad it didn't do anything.
Dagnabbit. There's clearly more to that incident than can be explained by a curse, though.
Whatever can be the cause of all these strange happenings in Mr. Garrett's rooms?
I kind of wonder, though. Because Shamspeare does, like, need a lot of, does use a lot of gas, and he even went so far as to, like, make counterfeit coins so he could keep getting it.
Yeah. Looks like we have something to talk to about all this nonsense. Landlord himself.
Hey! Mr. Man on the Moon. Or Moonface Man.
Moon Man!
Ah, you're here now, Mr. Garrett.
Right, Bolly, business it is for me, you know. Getting out and about.
We're at the Old Bailey by any chance?
Naturally. Fate of my lodgings hang the balance and all that. No trial to miss.
Fate of what's already been dubbed as your Haunted Lodgings, yes.
Of course, the place has caused quite a stir in the capital on more than one occasion already. As the old Haunted Lodgings or some such.
Ah. Well, at least he knows.
Makes you wonder what the blaze is going on, don't you know? Yeah.
What?
Yes, I'm sure it does. Oh, hi, Sholmes.
Forgot he went
fact,
home.
Thinking back to Mr. Natsume's other trial just 2 days ago. You were at the Old Bailey then as well, weren't you? Testifying with your wife about what happened. Stopped off at the prison on the way home. In fact, basic business.
I see.
So, what brings me haunted about today, eh? Much brings us here. Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, eh? Yes, Al says he had become something of a magnet for rum fellows of late. Thinks that Bolly curse.
The convict's curse, you mean?
Ah, heard the stories, have you? Rotten scoundrel was arrested here. The next half in the room goes and keels over. Then there's that woman who dropped dead just outside on the street. Not to mention the act. She didn't die! How many times do you have to cover that?
She was just shocked, that's all.
Well, she was stabbed.
Yeah, but she was still in a coma, I guess.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just mostly, I don't know.
In my next turn? Well, can't help but get the collywobbles, can you? The what?
The who now?
When you say the one who dropped down on the street, do you mean Miss Green?
Because Miss Green, who was stabbed with a knife, and Mr. Shamspeare, who was poisoned last night, are both very much alive still.
Yes, well, so is that blasted convict's curse, it seems. Personally, I should be quite content with such lodgings. A bath, a toilet, a fireplace, a fascinating history. Why, it sounds like the life of luxury. You want to move out of your apartment then?
I'm not so sure about that. Look, your apartment's much better.
Well, there's no bath or toilet included, and no fireplace either.
But you do look out for your tenants, don't you?
Only because I legally have to at this point.
Now watch the rise and fall of the flames in your gas lamps up there.
Yes, never hurts to keep an eye on things, in case there are any mishaps or such like. I think you've had your mishap already, sir.
That's not helpful, Mr. Sholmes.
Heaven forgive me. The words just came to my lips. You should have kept them shut, maybe. Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, eh? Wait, I thought I hit the right one. They're doing the same thing again. No!
Oh wait.
Wait a second.
Wait, no, it isn't.
You punk! You said
No, it
the
isn't.
same thing. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. There's no need for that, Mr. Gyarados.
That's right. Mr. Nussman is in no way fishy. He is undeniably peculiar, however.
Is it right that he took the vacancy immediately after the previous tenant passed away?
Yes, that's right. I asked the estate agent to find someone and he popped up the very same day. Never came across a chap so keen for a place with a background, as it were.
I don't think it was the room's background he was keen on so much as the cheap rent, actually.
So, how long has Mr. Shakespeare been lodging under your roof? That failed actor chap! Let me see. Oh, of course! Yes, it's been 3 months now. Quite sure of it. Oh, 3 months, huh? Interesting! Could have sworn that someone died exactly 3 months ago. We don't even know what Selden looks like. I mean, he died in prison, but...
I wonder if he disguised himself as a man named Shakespeare. Only 3 months. He's quite new here too, then.
And to what do you owe your certainty in that regard, Mr. Gyarados, if I might ask? Well, it was that Selden scoundrels that happens.
Selden? The convict, you mean? Did Selden and Shakespeare have some kind of connection then?
That convict chap, Selden, passed away in the clink 3 months ago now, you see? Some malady or other. Yes, we've seen the report from the newspaper at the time. Well, it was only 3 days later that the tragedy showed his face. The actor fellow.
Really?
Yes, I remember quite distinctly. 'Tis small, this world we inhabit. Prithee, landlord, hear my request. I, the humble Shakespeare, do desire to take thy room on the middle floor, offered erewhile for rent. Terribly sorry and whatnot, but that won't be possible. Already have a lodge on the middle floor. Ground floor room's vacant, though. Nothing can be made out of nothing. Let me repeat mine will unto thee. Those curls must be muffling your ears. The room on the middle floor is taken. It's ground floor or nothing. It's nerve or nothing. Very well. We have an accord. Glad to hear it. Welcome to Briar Road. Lo, a Shakespeare dance to celebrate. No, that won't be necessary.
Please no.
It's the dance
Stop
of
that.
joy, Lord Frieza. From what I heard in court today, it sounds like the chap was thieving gas. And he was 3 months in arrears with rent, too. Yes, the fellow was a bally player, all right. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Gyarados. We are most grateful. By way of appreciation, allow me to say 1 or 2 words. Give me my robe, put on my crown. I have immortal longings in me.
What's happened to you?
Shakespeare, my dear fellow, one of his most famous lines. I don't think that's one of his most famous lines. I wish to divulge my own learning of the subject, for I have a turn for literature too, you know.
Perhaps you could turn your attention to more apt lines then.
That guy's weird.
Yeah, but he's our weird guy.
Let's see. Appears tendency. Okay.
It was just...
That's a photograph we need to present to him.
Ah, dang it. Missed. Bruh, missed... Oh, hold on. Mr. Gyarados, could I ask you to look at this photograph?
If that's Nickelback, I don't want any of it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, that was gross and
Bless you.
loud.
Is that your son who's with you there?
No, not at all. He was a lodger here once. Duncan Ross was his name.
Duncan Ross. Do you like to dunk donuts too?
No, but he did like to drink coffee. A street photographer happened to be passing, so I asked him to take a shot. Just for kicks, really. Was he by any chance the lodger before Mr. Natsume? Yes, that's right. Ah, the young gentleman who died in the room in mysterious circumstances. Just what Mr. Moustache was waiting for, one might say. Yes, young Duncan lived in that room. Duncan? Young Duncan lived in that room on top of the first 5 stairs with that Japanese chap.
Oh, that Duncan, what a dink. Do you mind telling me a little more about him?
Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, Duncan Ross. Young chap was attending art school. Had to work to pay for it, mind. Moved into the middle floor room about a year ago. About that criminal Selden was arrested. Young students are always on the hunt for rooms with a history behind them.
A history of cheap rent, maybe, yes.
Yes, well, anyway. It was one morning about a month ago now. Hadn't quite worked out in the old trick of watching the gas lamps to see what my lodgers were up to at the time. So sadly, I was rather tardy to discover what had happened. Smell of gas, I to me it was. Ah, yes. Synonymous with the smell of death. Called the police straight away, of course, and the officer kicked the door off its hinges. But once we got inside, we all bodily collapsed.
Because of the gas.
Yes, room was full of it. No air at all. Stove must have gone out while the poor chap was sleeping in his bed.
So Mr. Ross suffocated to death. Ugh, what a way to go.
Of course, the police gave me a sound ticking off because the gas pipes were so old and all that. Can't tell you how much it sent me back to have the lot replaced over all the house.
Yeah, if you had all that work done, Mr. Natsume said the same thing. Or says the same thing. That the stove goes out at night while he's asleep in the bed.
Oh, that's the Bali curse! The convict's curse! I've done my dues as a landlord now!
Someone's feeling defensive.
It's not my job! How dare you!
Oh, I'm sorry, it's just, you know.
That reminds me, actually.
Yes?
About young Duncan, the night before the poor chap perished. He'd been writing a letter of affection to a young lady. A love letter, you mean? Yes. Where did I put it now? Ah, here it is. Left it on my desk. If you'll excuse me, let me see now. What does it say? To my most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Do you think that we should be reading such a personal piece of correspondence?
He's dead, who cares?
My dear Miss Susato, that is precisely why I prefaced my reading with, if you'll excuse me. I will not excuse you, Mr. Sholmes, no. Sadly, he didn't address it, though. So I have no means of delivering the thing. Rather sad, really.
I see. That's going to play on my mind.
But we know who it goes to.
Yeah.
But really, the identity of Mr. Ross's sweetheart has no bearing on the case.
Could have.
I think we should leave well alone.
Nah. Yes, I suppose you're right. No!
Indeed, the intended recipient's address is missing. However, there is a name attributed to the man's most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Mr. Sholmes, please, I've already had to chastise you about this once. My undying love to you, my colorful darling, Olive Green. Ah!
Olive Green? The woman who was plunged into a coma after a knife plunged in her back outside the house 5 days ago. The victim of the last case Sosuke-san was in court for, who regained consciousness only yesterday. Is it just chance that her name has come up now? Could it possibly be a mere coincidence?
Mr. Naruhodo, whatever can this mean?
It means we gotta go see Olive.
Reading personal correspondence can have its merits, you see, Miss Susato.
And yet he doesn't get the Susato takedown.
Oh, don't need more things breaking Mr. Garrudub's house, you see.
Yeah, I already had it. They replaced enough. Is that rat still on the floor?
Yep.
Ew. Okay.
Mr. Naruhodo, I've just finished speaking with the doctor. It seems Miss Green is well enough to be discharged at last.
That is good news, but hopefully just before she leaves.
Ah! Ow.
What is it? Dang. Miss Green!
Ah.
What was that? She clearly just hit something behind her back. Taking a...
One moment. I'm with you, HFE.
You, taking a nip of the cooking sherry?
Oh, hello everyone. What are you all doing here? The doctor said I can be discharged, so I'm just getting my things together. Miss Green, what were you just doing? Oh, nothing, really. I was just about to take some medicine the doctor prescribed for me, that's all.
Well, we were hoping to have another quick chat with you, if that's alright.
I don't really have anything else to tell you.
Alright, she's definitely behaving strangely. Let's see if we can't coax something out of her. Maybe with a painting. Or maybe with a,
Oh.
This is the bottle that was screen. Oh.
I realize it's not important, it's for a thing I've already done. It's just filler.
Oh, okay.
Don't mind me.
Miss Green, we're open to ask you about someone. Mr. Duncan Ross. You knew him, didn't you? Oh! Cripes. Oh no! I'm so sorry! The Balbessa fell down when she did.
Oh, Miss Green, are you alright?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you like that.
No, it's alright. I just wasn't expecting it. But how do you know about Duncan? Mr. Ross had been writing a letter when he passed away. The landlord found it in his room. It was a very personal letter to you. It was at the art school. That's where I met Duncan, a year ago now. He was working to fund his studies. He dreamt of becoming a professional artist one day. And the two of you became romantically involved. Yes, that's right. We were very much in love. We were engaged to be married, actually.
Whoa!
That's why he decided to move into a cheaper room, to save money for the wedding.
And that's what led him to Mr. Garretips.
Yes, he told me he found the worst, but cheapest room in the entire East End. And then, 1 month ago, that's when it happened. We're so terribly sorry, Miss Green. Well, it's all in the past now, I suppose. Poor Miss Green. She looks so desperately sad.
I was starting to think that it's just her look. But now I see that she has every reason to feel the universe is against her. Hey, you know who else feels like the universe is against them? Soski.
That's true.
Y'all guys would probably be good friends. The bottle fell over when Miss Green collapsed. That was quite an earthquake. Whoa, jeez, okay, man.
Whatever's in the bottle.
Honey, maybe? Or a treacle? Or a syrup? Or all three mixed together, even.
Mr. Naruhodo, you've been having a lot of very mean thoughts during this exchange. I'm disappointed in you.
Sorry. Not really, though. This is the card that Miss Green was looking so intently before, isn't it?
Mr. Naruhodo, we shouldn't be peeking at a young woman's private effects.
Right. I just say peeking for gentlemen's effects only.
You mustn't do that either.
And maybe you, Mr. Sato, shouldn't be peeking into a young man's mind either,
Mr. Sato, when the boxes are blue, that means it's inner thoughts. You shouldn't be reading these.
Yeah, that's very creepy.
Ah! A mouse, Mr. Naruhodo! An enormous mouse!
Furman in the hospital? That doesn't seem the best.
But it looks like a very healthy specimen, doesn't it? It's very plump.
I'm not sure we can say that's down to the excellence of this facility, if that's what you're thinking.
There's something that's supposed to be happening. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not... Oh, that's because... Okay, I see. We didn't talk to her about a certain thing yet.
It's wonderful news that you're going to be discharged, Miss Green.
Oh, yes. I mean, thank you. Once people are better, the hospital staff don't want them lingering and wasting space. Not people like me, anyway.
Ouch.
So I don't think I should keep anyone waiting. I probably shouldn't stand around and chat.
She certainly doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. That's for sure.
Okay, now it happens. I do hope you won't think I'm being rude, but... Would you mind leaving me in peace now? I have to leave the hospital soon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to hold you up. Of course. We'll be on our way.
Mr. Naruhodo! Mr. Naruhodo! Surely you are not about to leave. That's quite out of the question.
Huh? What? Mr. Sholmes, I didn't realize you were here.
But of course I was, my dear fellow. Watching intently from the shadows, as always.
Well, make your presence known next time.
I made my presence known. By the way, there's a dead mouse back there. Mr. Sholmes,
Oh.
what's this about?
Oh, wow.
Something which occurs to me with some regularity, Mr. Sato, is this.
We...
Why do detectives insist on such an ex post facto modus operandi? Why solve a case after it's happened, instead of preventing a case before it happens? That is what sets a great detective apart.
What do you mean?
There is a case waiting to happen under our very noses, Mr. Naruhodo. So let's avert disaster. Let's prevent this case from ever happening, with nothing but careful observation.
Alright.
All the clues you need are set before you. You need only look, and you cannot fail to see. There's a dead mouse on the floor behind us. You can do it, Mr. Naruhodo. I know you can. Okay, now we can observe the bottle.
That mouse seems to be dead. Look, I didn't notice it before, did you?
I think perhaps it drank the medicine that spilled out of the bottle. But that's... the bottle that Miss Green was about to drink from when we arrived.
You don't think...
Ah, I see you've come to appreciate the true nature of the scene. That of a tragedy about to take place.
Yes, I think it's falling into place. Miss Green, the contents of that bottle you had before it that spilled out to the floor. And the poor mouse that drank it has sadly died. I think it's clear that that bottle must have contained a powerful poison.
Don't worry. I will attend to the mouse presently. She just chucks out the window.
But I've attended to the mouse.
Miss Green, were you intending to go the same way as that rodent? To take your own life? Ah!
Once we left, you would have put it to your lips again, wouldn't you? And taken the poison?
No! Miss Green, please talk to us!
Miss Green, come on.
The card we can look at as well.
It definitely feels as though this card must be relevant. I mean, when we first arrived, Miss Green was standing with it with it in her hand, what could only be described as a very tense atmosphere.
Yes. It may very well be related to whatever incident Mr. Jones believes was about to happen here. Perhaps we should ask Miss Green about it. Okay, now we can talk to her.
Or maybe we should have just read it ourselves, I don't know. Sweet, huh?
10 seconds later, and we would have arrived at a very different scene here. In all probability, we would not have enjoyed this most delightful conversation. Of course, perhaps it hasn't been quite so delightful from your perspective, Miss Green. Actually, in a way, now that everything is out in the open, I feel like a weight's been lifted.
Tell me, how did you acquire that medicine?
Well, with this being a hospital and all, when the doctor comes to examine the mornings, he always leaves the medicine counter open for a while. So I snuck this out when he wasn't looking. I mean, they do have it right above the bed.
They don't have it locked.
It conspicuously lacks a label. I wonder what it contains. I'm afraid I don't really know. But I thought, if I drank it, it might just stop the pain somehow. Oh, please, Miss Green. Don't talk of such things.
Well, it seems clear now that it contains poison.
Yes, that poor little mouse is proof of that. Oh no. Oh, it's all my fault. What have I done?
Don't worry, rats cause disease. You don't want to keep them around anyway.
I shall remove this to my office, Miss Green. I take it you have no objection. No, none. Neither the sender's name or address appears to be written on the envelope or the card.
Hey!
Hey! It's dripped.
Yeah!
Ah!
We've got that part of it!
It arrived by post at my home the day before the incident that put me in hospital here.
I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Friar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It's a matter of utmost importance. Wait a minute. The 17th of this month? That's the day you were stabbed on Briar Road.
And 5 p.m. is precisely the time when the incident occurred. The Slug and Salad, yes. A pub on the northern corner of Briar Road.
They give you slugs on salads.
No, they
Briar
give you salads
Road.
on slugs.
Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. I had that totally backwards. Briar Road being the street that Mr. Garrett's house is on.
Does this mean that... Yes, I'm sure you've guessed. That day when I was struck in the back by the knife. I was struck by a smooth criminal. I was actually on my way to the Slug and Salad. Goodness.
So that's what you were doing on Briar Road that day.
I'm sorry I didn't say anything before.
I mean, how could you? You slept into a coma afterwards.
I think I really will have to ask you to excuse me now. I've told you everything.
Yes. I'm very sorry to drag up such painful memories for you.
No, it's fine. Miss Green. Please, promise us you won't try to do anything like that again. Yes, don't worry. Your detective friend has the bottle now anyway. And besides, I've been stabbed in the back and had a close shave with a bottle of poison. I'm still here. I think I'm destined to see things through to the end. It might sound a little conceited, but, well, that's how all this has made me feel.
Leaving Miss Green and St. Bartholomew's behind, we made our way back to Baker Street with Mr. Sholmes. I almost called that Barker Street.
Well, it would appear we've reached the end of the investigative trail for today.
Yes, it's late.
And, Mr. Naruhodo, did you discover anything that may be of use to you in court tomorrow, do you think?
Details about Mr. Shamspeare, Mr. Garrett's lodgings, the convict, Selden. There are many facts to this case. I've yet to see the heart of it, if you ask me. That's my feeling, anyway.
I can't help wondering about the results of the analysis.
And to Mr. Natsume's tea, you mean?
Yes. Well, they found strychnine in it or not? Well, I fear that either way, it will be hard to escape the grip of our friend Mr. Reaper. Oh dear.
Yes, Eric von Sykes.
It's Baroque, you plebeian.
Oh, sorry, my fault. Baroque von Sykes.
Whoa. But I wish you every success, of course. And though I was late to rise this morning, tomorrow will be a new dawn. I intend to spring from my bed a crisp hour of 11 a.m. and attend the trial. Mr. Sholmes, that's like an hour late. Mr. Sholmes, you're going to come? Indeed. Whatever happens, I shall be there. Assuming my eyelids cooperate in the morning. Goodness, that's me.
Yeah, same. Well, I think we've done all we can. All that's left is to remain focused and keep fighting for Mr. Natsume's cause until the very end. Just have Iris wake you up. London, the world's most prosperous city, home to some 6 million people.
I misread prosperous as preposterous. I still think that might actually be correct.
I mean, most people here are preposterous.
Yeah.
But away from the razzle-dazzle, down back alleys and behind bricked-up windows, the lonely lurk. Sosuke-san had battled long and hard with loneliness during his many months here. So I felt honor-bound to battle equally hard for my compatriot, to lift the curse that gripped him. And as Mr. Sholmes said, tomorrow would be a new dawn, for all of us.
And that'll be it for the episode. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button, comment down below what kind of game you want to see us play so we can play it for you guys. You know, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's free to do. You won't regret it, and we'll appreciate it greatly. There's stuff in the description, and you can check community posts whenever we have them. Patu streams regularly. I might stream eventually. Who knows? But
It's just whenever we do.
yeah. But anyways, once again, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in court.